This is Still Here Hollywood's 10-minute takes, bite-sized chapters of our favorite chats with the stars. I'm Steve Kmetko, and here's the first of 7 chapters with actor Steven Weber from Wings and Chicago Med. Yes, I'm still here, Hollywood. Just ahead on today's episode.
You learn some valuable lessons when you're not on must-see TV anymore. Be nice. Nobody's forced to work in this industry. It's not only a good thing tactically to be nice to the PA or to the intern or to the first, second, third, fourth AD, because the way this industry works, in 3 years or 5 years, you'll be begging that person for work. I thought this is the way it's always going to be. I still feel that I have creative levels to reach that I have not yet reached. Part of that is because I haven't allowed myself or believed in myself enough. I have some regrets about how I regarded myself in it. I don't think I took myself as seriously as I should have or could have.
One of the biggest phrases ever dreamed up in the TV marketing world was must-see TV. In the 90s, NBC and must-see TV became destination television for the entire country on Thursday nights. There was Seinfeld, Friends, Frasier, ER, and another show that was perfectly cast about a tiny airline in Nantucket run by 2 witty and engaging brothers. That show was Wings. This is Still Here Hollywood. I'm Steve Kmetko. Join me with today's guest and one of the stars of Wings, Steven Weber. Hello, Steven.
Well, hello, Steven.
Yes, PH.
Oh, fancy pants.
No, you know what? Here I am, 70 years old.
Oh, wow.
And for as long as I can remember, everybody pronounces it Stefan.
Who? Who do you hang out
with? The lady
at
American Airlines yesterday.
That's a
Stefan Kmetko?
No, that's a comment on education in America.
Maybe. I always thought Stefan was spelled with an F.
Same.
So.
Well, good talking to you.
Good talking to
Bye.
you, too.
Thank you. This was great.
So what are you up to these days?
What am I up
Fill
to
me
these
in.
days? Okay. Well, professionally, I've been blessed to be working on a show called Chicago Med, which is part of the Dick Wolf universe. He rules about 2/3 of the television world. And we shoot it in Chicago, and I love doing that show, and it's a nice hit, I guess, even in today's bizarre world. Doing that, and I'm kind of on the back end of life, and I'm 62, and I could live 40 more years. It won't be pretty, but I could live 40 more years. I have 2 wonderful sons.
How old are your sons? If you don't mind my asking.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I know. No.
Ballpark?
They're 22 and 20, and they're both musicians, and they're both great guys.
And they're adults. They're people you can talk to now.
Well, they are, yes. They are adults. It's hard for me to treat them like adults, which is something that they kind of don't tell you in parenting school. You get the rules about being a parent, lead you up to about 12 or 13, and then they say you're on your own. But they are adults, sort of. But they've been, I think they have some arrested development a little bit. They're great. They're fantastic musicians, first of all. Very smart, very loving. Can't flush a toilet. Okay?
You're not supposed to in California.
Oh, whoa. You're not? That's
Well,
right, because of the drought?
Yes.
Okay, great. Life is interesting. I feel like I'm wiser and I'm warier, but, still navigating.
You still like doing what you do?
Yes, I do. I've been doing it about 40 years now, and I'm incredibly grateful that I've been able to do it for as long as I have been. I still feel that I have creative levels to reach that I have not yet reached. Part of that is because I haven't allowed myself or believed in myself enough. Another part is that people see me in a specific way, Mr. Funny Pants from the 90s, Wings and all that stuff. But very happy to be working in this occasionally challenging industry, but it's full of great people and great opportunity.
When my father was a Baptist minister, and we used to call my mom the Virgin Alice. And
in front of him?
No.
Okay, good.
when they used to come visit me out here, one of the few shows we could all watch together was Wings.
Really, that's right.
And I enjoyed it. They enjoyed it.
That was a fairly anodyne show in a way. I mean, it was a hit, but it was also what I refer to as a kind of utility show. It was a hit, but also it was firmly lodged between, I want to say, Friends and Seinfeld and all these other edgier, hotter, sexier shows. Wings was a less challenging show, but funny nonetheless. I think they kind of, proved the rule, and which, if it's funny, it's funny. It doesn't have to be political, or it doesn't have to be current necessarily. When I watch the old episodes, now they're old, most of them are still pretty damn funny.
I saw you say not long ago that when you watch it now, and was that still fairly early in your career? Not really. You had been doing it for a while.
A little while. Yeah.
But one of the things you said was, watching it now, you're not certain you would hire you.
Well, maybe that's more of a reflection of myself now, seeing myself and knowing who I was back then. I was relatively brash and kind of maybe edgy for that genre. Was I? I don't know. Maybe just in auditions. Very likable, I suppose. But I'm not a fan of my acting back then on that show. And it took a few years to get to become more relaxed, to the point where when I watched the later episodes, I want to say from maybe the third or fourth season on, then I see that I'm okay. I'm good enough. Everybody was. But those early episodes are very broad and a little hard for me to watch.
There was quite a cast you had on that show.
Good.
I didn't know it at the time.
Yeah, we didn't know it either.
But Tony Shalhoub,
Tom Church,
Tim Daly,
Crystal Bernard, Amy Yazbek, Rebecca Shull, David Schramm, all wonderful actors. And the thing is that pretty much we all pinched ourselves and realized what a good opportunity it was to be on that show. And again, we were always reminded of how humble the show was, even at its height. Again, being surrounded by the cream of NBC, and those were amazing days in terms of television. You
talk about gravy days.
Incredible. I mean, must-see TV, and again, to name those shows: Friends, ER, Seinfeld, and every other show on all the other networks. I mean, it was pretty incredible. Frasier, it was incredible. Cheers. I mean, when we started, and we shot on the Paramount lot, I would hang out with the cast from Cheers. So exciting. So it was really, really wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever had any regrets about going into your line of work?
No, no regrets about going into the line of work. I have some regrets about how I regarded myself in it. I don't think I took myself as seriously as I should have or could have. That said, I can't have any regrets about how it's going because I'm sitting here with you now, and I'm really happy about that. I have a good career, and I'm still working. Again, in an industry which is very unforgiving.
Can be fickle.
I think I'm definitely past my shelf life. But I'm full of preservatives. And so I don't have any regrets. No, I kind of grew up with show business in the air. My father and mom had been in show business in the 50s. My father was an agent. My mother was a nightclub singer. And so it was always there. Right? They didn't necessarily encourage me, but they didn't discourage me either. And I just found myself going in this place, in this direction, which felt pretty natural.
I had a representative once who said, you said shelf life, and it reminded me, he once said to me when I was trying to find any kind of work, he said, face it, Steve, your sell-by date has passed.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I pay you for that advice?
Well, here's the joke about shelf lives and expiration dates. They're only put there so that the store can rotate its stock. And for the most part, products with expiration dates are still fresh and still edible. Remember that. Now, if somebody eats something, and because I say so, and they get really sick or they die, don't blame me. Drunk, really drunk.
They're always good at least a week after the sell-by date.
At least. I mean, I'm not talking about meat necessarily. Well, maybe I am.
Dairy products.
Yeah, dairy products. Hey, listen, I like a little pulp in my water. In my milk.
Chunky milk.
Chunky milk.
Very good. How did you originally find your way into this? Into acting?
Into acting?
And you're a writer?
I mean, I write, but I wouldn't say that I'm a writer. Writing is a completely different discipline.
To watch the next chapter, click the box. To listen, just stay tuned.